Hello, my name is Jamie. I have Tourette syndrome. I snored a bunch of times and I have Asperger's syndrome, autism. This is a video that I said on my beginning channel that it's the beginning of the channel, the first video, that about CD audio and CDs, how they work. Okay, I'm talking about the old CDs, the original CDs that are from like the 80s and maybe 90s. So like new CDs have the same thing, but you can't see it physically. See, I'm telling you about these ones right now. These are the 80s, 90s. They have a border around there, and a border around there. Well, you probably won't be able to see it on here, but if you have a CD from that looks like this with the border, take that CD and look on here. Like you can see. I don't know if I can get you a good quality picture here. But if you see there's like a slightly different color around the edges than the middle, that like the slightly different color is where the audio ends. And like on the CD, there's I'm gonna show you with a record. Here's the record. Most people know what these are. So you put the needle here. This is the beginning of the record. You want the second song, you put the needle here and keep going from there, and it goes to the end, and then like the record player goes back to the beginning. Well, these spots right here are between the song. They a little bit like wider than the audio of the song, so that you can put your record needle on there, and then you put it there and you get the beginning song if you do it right. Well, a CD player works the same except with a laser, not a needle. On CD, instead of going out to in, it goes in to out. So like on these older CDs, you can't see it on the new ones, but on the older ones, you can see the lines that look like record lines until the end where there's nothing. Where there's nothing, that's where the audio stops, like I said. And each one of these lines is a track, which you already know about, or like a number on the record kind of thing, or the album. So like you can, if you pick up one of the CDs, you can actually know how many songs are on there without looking at labels or anything. You just pretty much count like between the lines, like on the record, you can count between the lines like 1, 2, 3, 4, like like you can count like all this part right here is the song, and then this is like the track beginning, like a CD. So like on CD, the laser lens knows where to go and if you wonder where laser lens knows to go, there is right on the very beginning of the CD right here. There's something like called a table of contents. It's pretty much you open a book and you have a table of contents and it tells you like what the chapters are and where to get them, like what number they start at. Well, that CDs have that digitally. It's the burner or whatever they like. If you burn a CD, it records the table of contents, and then it records the rest of the CD. So like the table of contents tells you how much songs are on the CD. What it doesn't. Sometimes it tells the track names if it's like maybe a certain kind of CD, a new one maybe, but mostly it tells you how many minutes each track is, and it tells you what the tracks, like how many minutes, where the tracks are, how many minutes the whole CD is, and that's why when you put a CD in a CD player, it tells you the track number and like how much each song is like within like a couple seconds. It just reads that, stops the CD, and then you do from there, you listen to it. Well, a DVD, I'm not really sure if the DVD has a table of contents exactly like that or not, but it probably does. I'm thinking the DVD has the same thing. So it's pretty much a movie, and it has like the tracks. I'm guessing like you can't see on a DVD disc, but a DVD or CD data disc, instead of putting one table of contents here, if you're doing a multi-session disc, it'll do like the table of contents, your data, or somewhere around here. Say your data ends there or something. And then next time you burn the disk, it'll read that data there, and it will, when you put more information on it, you'll put another data thing, either here or at the end. And it just puts more information and kind of does an update on how many tracks and what the files are on there. And I don't really know. I haven't really actually read it up, so I could be totally wrong. But I'm guessing that this data here becomes irrelevant or unrelevant, whatever that word is, and then that it either takes this data, and keeps going to read how much songs or whatever, or not songs, how much whatever that's on the disc as a data disc. Either it does that, or it goes all the way to the end and reads it there. But when I listen to CD drive, it goes all over the disc. So I'm guessing it's reading like here, like separately, but I'm not sure. But I'm guessing that's where it is. And another thing about CDs, CD audio, right here is the aluminum data, like the aluminum shiny part that the data is recorded on. And it's also like where rainbows, like the colors. But the data label is on here, like on the outside of the disc. So like if you go like this and like that and write with a pen, you're going to destroy it. It's going to go right through the metal, and you're going to see it on the side, as most of you should already know, unless you're too young to know what CD is. A DVD is different. A DVD, this label is on the outside like a CD, but the metal is on between two layers of the disc. Like here, like on this disc, it's only one layer, but DVDs have two layers. Like they have two layers of plastic. Here's one side plastic, and on the outside is not a piece of plastic. In between the label, this plastic is the label, like the information sandwiched in there, and that's why you can pretty much do anything you want to a DVD without mostly scratching it, kind of thing. Like you scratch it, like you can scratch this as well as CD, but you can't like go like this and the metal because it's inside. The only way you can do that is split the whole disc apart to destroy it that way. But you can't, like, if you write on a DVD with a pen or anything sharp, it's not going to do a single thing to it. Like if you write on DVD label. And that's how DVDs have double layers instead of just a single audio or DVD or whatever that's on there. This is a CD, you can only have one layer because the metal's on top, and the laser lens reads the CD from certain distance. So like when it's going through here and hitting the top or like hitting the metal, it gets a certain distance. And you can only do one distance with the CD. Because if you flip it over, it's going to be a different distance. So you can't make double-sided CDs. To do a double-sided CD, you have to have it built like a DVD. And have the middle layer. And then the one side is the CD, and then the other side is the DVD. So you can't like have a double-sided CD that I know of. I've never seen one anyways, because it goes into the plastic, into the label, and it's like a right certain distance. If the CD is like if your laser lens gets pushed in even a little bit, it's not gonna read anything. It's gonna spin, or it's not gonna spin at all, because it has to be the exact distance from the disc to be able to read the lines. Like they think of this as a record. You have grooves in the record. This is the exact same thing except it's pits and the laser reads it. And you know how that like if you have a record player and you like touch the needle very lightly and you can feel it vibrate? Well, think of that like this. The laser kind of like pops off those pits, and instead of like vibrating like the needle on the record to make noise, the laser goes, and there's a sensor in there that catches each in each spot, like here, like everywhere, catches that, turns the data, the ones and zeros, and which is pretty much a disc, into like the audio, whatever format you have. It jumps around. Like records can do that in a way too, but records the needle reads it like physically, but this reads it digitally. So, and Blu-ray discs, I'm not sure exactly how they work, but I've been looking at them, and you can't barely scratch a Blu-ray disc, at least the burnable ones. I haven't tried it on like a regular movie, but like the burnable ones, you can literally like grab this right here and go as hard as you can, and then you go like this and it's gone. Like you just wipe it off like it's nothing. It's like insane. Like Blu-rays you can barely scratch all, and like Blu-rays and DVDs, maybe the 9mm CDs, we're not sure, can have double layer, triple layer, like quad layer, whatever. Like a Blu-ray that's 25 gigabytes big is one layer usually, and 50 gig is 2 layers, and I think the 100 gig is either 3 or 4 layers. I'm not sure, but and DVD is the same way. You got a 4.5 gigabyte DVD. I don't think it's gigabyte. I think it's giga or something, but I call it gigabyte. I don't know what it actually is. I didn't do research before this video, so say pretend it's gigabyte. You got a normal DVD. It's 4.5 gigabytes or whatever it is, and then you jack it up to 8.5. I think it is. So pretty much you're like, it's recording. Like there's like, I don't know how it works, but when they say layers, I'm guessing there's 2 like aluminum layers, either that or 2 layers of like recordable material. So maybe there might be an aluminum layer and then like clear layer that is recordable and an aluminum layer on top for reflection. I'm guessing that's how it works, but like I said, I didn't do research. I'm just making this part up, but I'm just guessing what it is. But I'm guessing dual layer, like I said, is a clear layer, and then another layer that the shiny stuff is on. And I'm guessing that's how they made like triple layers and stuff like that. They just keep putting clear reflective on there, so like it records on one layer, but I'm guessing it records, like if it's 2 or 3 layers, I'm guessing it records the 2 or 3 layers all at once. But I'm not sure. Like, I know that, like, a 50 gigabyte Blu-ray disc can go, like, at 6 times, and, like, I don't know about, like, double layer discs, like, of DVDs, but a 50 gigabyte Blu-ray, recordable, I can do 6 times on my current machine. I mean, like, with my current disc, I have the older, but I'm guessing, like, I don't know if they do each layer independently or both at once. Like, it might do both or 3 times ones at once, and that might be why you need special disc burners for the separate disc, like different discs. So, right now, that's all I can think of. If I come up with something else, I'll probably do an updated video. So, see you later.